people truly considered. Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's eldest descendant, and her Rhaenys, a woman, would not inherit the Iron Throne. Jaehaerys called the Great Council.
Fine knights in these lists. I see a group without equal in our histories. And this group...
Good fortune to you, cousin.
I would gladly take it, if I thought I needed it.
And the day grows ugly.
I wonder if this is how we should celebrate the birth of our future king.
None have known real war. It's a marvel that war didn't break out at first blood.
And his named heir, the Princess Rhaenyra.
Crickle and Mallister are important allies of the Crown.
I know tempers ran hot today, but I wanted to assure you how much I value the bond between our houses. Rhaenys is my favorite cousin, after all.
I was on the Red Keep. The Queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history. The King's brother,
It is an honest one, cousin. At the moment, the Crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
My lord.
Join our families.
I haven't given marriage much thought. It hasn't even been half a year since Emma passed.
The realm expects you to take a new wife soon or late, Your Grace, to strengthen your line and for a stronger match than Laena. It bothers you, does it not? I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Laena is your daughter.
Of course it does. I'm not sure you do. Quite the opposite. Someone else's. Your father will remarry, sooner than late. Of age, and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you. Because that is the order of things. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
The queen who never was. But they bet
that as you carry their cups. Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell you. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne. And your father is no fool. Cousin! Are you well?
I congratulate you, Lord Lionel. I can think of no man, though I do wish we could meet under happier pretenses.
She was thrown from her horse. Her neck and skull both crushed in the fall. Daemon had no heirs to succeed her. She stood to inherit Runestone.
And my daughter, an heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united.
You honor both me and my house, Your Grace.
She and Selena's firstborn child, regardless of gender. In keeping with our traditions. However, at such time when their first dragons will rule the Seven Kingdoms.
This is an equitable compromise.
This Tempest husband. It's undignified of the king to drag himself here and beg for Laenor's hand. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Laenor...
We are placing our son in danger.
to her.
That was before there was a true-born prince named Aegon Targaryen. Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged, and for their heirs.
Crushed!
To what end, Corlys? Wealth, power, pride? I never wore the crown. Because the realm would not have it so.
It's necessary.
I myself have put the business behind me, Corlys.
And his lady wife, Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, and their son and heir, Selena Velaryon.
Very sorry, my princess.
She wanted to come home, and he denied her. Lena needed our maesters. Mayhaps the gods have scorned us for our insatiable pride. It's not justice for your wife that drives you, it is your own ambition. I gave up the idea of wearing a crown a generation ago. It is you, Lord Husband, who refuses to abandon this pursuit, even now at the cost of our children. Legacy may be why you live your life, Corlys. His son will one day sit the Iron Throne.
You would have me cast an...
Husband, you can speak the plain truth as we both know it. Rhaenyra's children are not of your blood. Rhaenyra's are. They are her legacy.
Rhaena! What happened? What happened?
I do not know, Your Grace. How responsible?
Let him whisper.
He burns from within.
The ravens came in from...
Even for Princess.
Let all be made ready to receive him, Maester Calvin.
And who will take...
Rhaenys Targaryen, as is my lord husband's desire.
I...
Be careful, good brother. None can take your words for treason. The matter has been decided.
By a man whose ambition has brought down an Aussie. My brother cares only for the... Is it to be snuffed out? Supplanted by the pups of House Strong? And while I should like your support,
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
But it's not a...
Grandmother?
Rhaena. Enemy, princess.
Princess.
This.
Yet you did worse than that with Laenor. Did you not?
You may not believe it to be true, but I did.
A generous offer. Or a desperate one.
What is...
You're right in this, at least. It does not matter. Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve. And I must stand alone.
The doom fell on Valeria. Our houses be lights.
Indeed, Your Grace. It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Sir Laenor to his true-born son, Lucerys Velaryon. As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys's granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena.
You break law.
The stranger has visited me more times than I can count, Grand Maester. I assure you, he cares little whether my eyes are open or closed. What is the meaning of this? I will do you the considerable courtesy of assuming there is a good reason for the outrage of my treatment here this morning. The king. And you are usurping the throne.
Believe it or no, it is of no consequence. Aegon will be king.
Well, I must credit you for your boldness.
Your daughter dead, alone in Pentos. Your son cuckolded. Gone these 6 long years to fight a desperate battle, returning grievously, if not mortally wounded.
The word of my house is not fickle.
You, says Rhaenys, I loved my husband, but I will speak the truth we both know.
I little thought to hear those words from you.
The Iron Throne was yours by blood and by temperament. Gently, away from violence.
It's in the name of peace that you've imprisoned me. And what of my dragon?
Without your dragon, she may be persuaded.
You are wiser than I believed you to be. And yet you toil still in service to men. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
Ring the bell when you have an answer.
I cannot let this treachery stand.
I won't leave Mélisse. If I could get to the dragon pit, then...
No, they'll expect you there, Princess. This way.
May the warrior give him cone, lift her shining lamp, and light his way.
Cerys is dead. Kind heart. There is more. Aegon has been crowned as his successor. I could not say. I was made a prisoner in my quarters while the Queen made her preparations.
Cerys has been slain.
She did. I refused her.
And yet...
The High Septon crowned Aegon before I fled on Mélisse. A war is like to be fought over this treachery, to be sure. But that war is not mine to begin. The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra. You should leave Dragonstone at once. Both of you.
Ride at her side and...
Bar him on.
My Lady Mother was in Arryn. The veil will not... Driftmark.
Lord Corlys sails for Dragonstone. The Valarian fleet is in my husband's yoke. He decides where they sail.
There's no port on the narrow sea would dare to make.
Your sons have Veermax.
I've had men whipped for falling asleep on their watch.
You abandoned me. When I most needed you. I needed you. Always been your way. Lost Corlys. A long shadow over this family. Your brother is also dead. In your seat, he stood before the king and denounced Laenor's sons as illegitimate. Aemon took his head for it.
You are right, Rhaenys. I reached too far. We shall declare for no one. We will retire to high tide.
Our claimants to the throne. Those boys will not be safe so long as Aegon is king.
Destroys everything she touches.
That girl is holding the realm together at present.
My lords,
Lord Corlys.
I'm very sorry about your father, Princess. Where is Daemon?
I should take Maelys and patrol the gullet myself.
When we drain the narrow sea.
Gave him Maelys.
Take your mount again.
100 miles of open sea, endlessly, to hold the blockade. What end?
Killing Vhagar. I cannot face that horse.
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen.
Or perhaps more simply, to await her return.
She has been gone for days. Too long. She is exposed.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the...
Refusing to believe what I'd been told. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead.
Oh, no.
Then I would pity Aemon.
It is a command.
Would that you were the king. Your Grace, my lord husband's blockade of the gullet moves into place. All seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing will soon be cut off.
The death of Prince Lucius. Action taken in haste.
Mind yourself. Devotion has never sat well with him. Where he goes, he wishes to be his own master. But he is not the king. And now Viserys is dead and all claims are in doubt. Not as such. We will not let the Queen falter. The young men have taken the bit in their teeth. They wish to punish, to avenge. Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place. That is one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded? Alicent Hightower. She came to me in the hours after your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming. And no war so bloody as a war between dragons. It is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
She permitted it.
As you permitted the murder of a little boy in his bed. Men, no horses, no ships, no dragons.
Good. Send them all out. Start turning green strong. The value of a sword.
He's not with dragons alone.
Have never been so exposed. Secreting yourself.
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire. The wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other. Even Aegon the Conqueror's. One of those babes is your heir.
Rhaena, Lord of the Tides.
We are at war, Corlys.
something were to befall you.
Then. Milady.
Princess, for holding to formalities. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Great.
He was the sailor who plucked you from your watery grave. I know who he is, Corlys. He saved his lord's life. He should be raised up and honored, not hidden beneath the tide. I came to tell you that Baylor has called me to Dragonstone.
Where has that woman gone?
I suspect to try and draw us all back from the abyss.
What to say, but there were signs of an army moving northwest, I believe.
Bring in strength and that it is a problem.
Can Daemon hope to meet it with his own in time?
Of Daemon's progress with the River Lords.
Just so. An enemy
Mind your tongue.
I'm doing my best to steer it, Sir Alfred.
princess.
We do not know the Queen's doings. An end to this conflict. Cole's host has grown.
Oath. Cole took his head for it.
He's on Rook's Rest.
You
must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle. I will meet Cole.
Viserys told me when he named me his successor. And it has passed from king to heir. Ordained to lead the Seven Kingdoms, to strengthen them.
But to unite the realm, I had to send the dragons to war.
Angos Meleys.